Starts now.
Welcome to News Watch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. Christmas is now just 5 days away. And in addition to all the festive joy, Emergency Hospital Systems reports ER visits increased by 5 to 10% during the holiday season. And that's in an average year. But as we've told you over the last couple of weeks, healthcare leaders tell us most hospitals across the North Woods and North Central Wisconsin are already at or near capacity. Well, there is some good news. New COVID-19 case numbers here in Wisconsin have actually declined over the last several days. We're now averaging about 3,300 new cases per day over the last week. Death numbers have risen over the last couple months, though not to the levels we'd expect given the number of cases, meaning a higher percentage of cases have been mild. And again, hospital numbers tend to spike around the holidays for reasons that have nothing to do with COVID-19. Parties with alcohol and open flames, new toys, winter weather. But this year you may want to try extra hard to stay safe. News Watch 12's Cooper Henkel explains.
Medical facilities have been pushing their limits for the better part of almost 2 years now. So if you do have to go to the hospital, expect to wait.
We're having longer wait times in our emergency departments because we're having a harder time getting our emergency patients who need to be admitted into an inpatient bed because those inpatient beds are full.
That's also leading them to delay routine care visits and non-emergency surgeries.
Because the demand for those inpatient beds is so high right now.
For some, that means your usual ER will send you elsewhere.
We are transferring patients within our hospital system to an appropriate level of care that may be outside of your current community.
Vaccine requirements were expected to potentially worsen staffing requirements, but Rudy says the demand for medical staff was already critical prior to COVID spread.
The mandate has not had a significant impact on our staffing. We have a shortage of workers across the nation. We're not unique in healthcare or at Aspirus.
Last winter, that holiday spike didn't hit, largely because of COVID restrictions and most public gatherings being canceled. Masking mandates and working from home provisions were still in place.
So this round, those requirements are no longer present and people aren't following those directives. And so we're seeing a much higher rate of both COVID and non-COVID patients, making it hard to meet the needs of everybody who's seeking care at the same time.
So if you're looking for a way to show your appreciation to frontline workers this year, do what you can to make sure your fun doesn't involve any unnecessary risks. For News Watch 12, I'm Cooper Henkel.
Other COVID news, Pfizer and BioNTech are testing a third dose of their COVID-19 vaccine in an ongoing trial of children 6 months to 5 years old after the companies found the traditional two-dose regimen didn't generate a strong enough immune response in some children. Keep in mind, this group has not been approved for any vaccines yet, and kids in this age group tend to have more natural immunity against COVID-19 than older adults and kids. In a news release dated Friday, Pfizer cites the new Omicron variant for the issue, saying people who receive a booster typically have much higher immune responses than traditional two shots, and that is likely to explain the results of this trial as well. Federal health officials are urging all eligible people in the U.S. to get boosters to combat the threat of this new Omicron variant. Outside, Jeff, we have some more snow on the way this week.
Yeah, the light snow earlier was just a tease. Some more moderate snow is on the way for tomorrow. It's going to slow your roll for several hours tomorrow afternoon. And here's the map for tomorrow. Again, starting about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, lingering through about this time tomorrow night. A widespread kind of 1 to 3 inch snowfall with a narrow band here right along Highway 8 of 2 to 5 inches by early parts of tomorrow night. So thus, winter weather advisories are posted for Oneida County and Vilas County and Forest County too for snow. Again, a 2 to 5 inch snow on the way, generally along and north of Highway 8 tomorrow, starting about 10 o'clock in the morning. The clouds out there earlier produced a little bit of snow. That was a cold front that came through. That's pushing off into Michigan now. But now our skies are clearing with the light winds out there. You know what that means. That means some cold temperatures tonight, lows down near zero. But our system is right there, moving our way for tomorrow. That's going to give us that snow through the morning into the afternoon. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is decreasing clouds and just cold for a while, with low temperatures down near 3. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
That is cold. Thanks, Jeff. The ice on lakes across the Northwoods and north central Wisconsin is getting a little bit thicker thanks to those cool temperatures, which means you'll start seeing more ice fishermen out and about. But getting supplies for the ice fishing season could be a bit of a challenge. Many fishing stores are running low on those right now, and they're having a hard time restocking them. The fishing hole owner, Gary Mangerson, says it doesn't matter the season, supplies have been hard to get, especially plastic materials.
Soft plastics are a very hard one to get no matter whether it's summer or winter. A lot of this stuff will intermingle back and forth. It's been all across the board that you're just not receiving your supplies.
He puts out orders, he says, once or twice a week, and says it's common that he receives only between 30 and 40% of the entire order, adding it's not just a problem with international supplies. Many U.S.-based companies are struggling to get supplies needed to ship out as well.
It's really lacking. So it's not all overseas product. It's even our U.S.-made products that we're not getting.
It's the second winter now, he says, where supplies have been in short supply. Mangerson went on to say they simply can't do much except just wait for those supplies to arrive. The company that owns the closed Wisconsin Rapids paper mill will soon have new owners. Verso is being purchased by a Swedish company called Billerud Korsnäs AB. The CEO of that company said in a news release the company does not intend to restart the Rapids mill, but is considering its future, adding it plans to convert the Escanaba, Michigan mill to paperboard production and will continue to operate a mill just outside Iron Mountain, Michigan. If you're driving anywhere for Christmas, expect to see gas prices a little cheaper than you have recently. The nationwide average price for a gallon of regular unleaded dropped by 6 cents over the last 2 weeks. It's now down to $3.41 per gallon, according to the Lundberg survey. AAA listed a bit cheaper at $3.30, and the average across Wisconsin is a bit lower than that at $2.98. Though it is a bit more expensive here in the Northwoods. The Biden administration is raising vehicle mileage standards starting in 2023, reaching a projected industry-wide target of 40 miles per gallon by the year 2026. President Biden calls the move a major step to fight climate change, and it's a reversal of a Trump-era policy that loosened fuel efficiency standards in the name of helping the U.S. auto industry. The new standard is 25% higher than a rule finalized by the Trump administration last year and 5% higher than a proposal by the EPA in August. On Christmas Eve, Newswatch 12 will be airing a local special in place of our 6 o'clock news. It's called Immersed in Van Gogh. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pazorski invites viewers into an imaginative and immersive presentation. It's currently on display in Milwaukee, titled Beyond Van Gogh, The Immersive Experience. Viewers will learn details about the renowned artist, the exhibit, which has caught the imagination of art and technology lovers all across the country. The special program also includes discussions with 2 Northwoods artists. Again, our special debuts 6 p.m. on December 24th. It'll re-air the following day at 5 p.m., Christmas Day, December 25th. The final 12 U.S. missionaries that were being held hostage in Haiti have now escaped. We'll have details on their journey in just a few minutes, but first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. Next on Newswatch 12 at 5.
NBC Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
Hello, my name is Terry and I'm from Phillips. I used to go on vacations with my wife Gail, but I couldn't go much over 2 hours and I'd have to stop and walk because my lower back would hurt so bad. So after my final treatment at Spinal Aid, I am pain-free and can't imagine the pain and agony that I went through prior to going.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Whether it's spring, summer, fall, or winter, we at Burns Insurance are here for you. It is our passion to ensure your passion.
We want to wish you a very safe and healthy holiday season.
Merry Christmas.
Hello, Robbie Vina here for Woodland Creek Furniture. In addition to offering a large selection of Made in America furniture, we also have hundreds of unique, one-of-a-kind pieces for your home or office. I travel the world searching for these original, rare, and individual pieces. It is my goal to help you make your home or office distinct, warm, and memorable. I invite you to walk through our showrooms. You will see unique furnishings, accent pieces, and decor unlike any other. Stop in today. Woodland Creek Furniture in Minocqua.
Tune in as Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller brings you the most up-to-the-minute weather data weeknights at 5, 6, and 10. WJFW utilizes industry-leading technology to provide you with an accurate Northwoods weather forecast. Weather Watch 12 with Andrew Kiekefer, weekends at 10 p.m.
Welcome back, my friends. All right, so the sun set earlier at 4:16. Tomorrow is the winter solstice, meaning on Wednesday, we start gaining daylight again. Here we go. But let's talk for a second, you and me. We have some snowback on the way. Tomorrow, a widespread 2-3 inch snowfall is on the way for tomorrow afternoon. But a couple of you along and north of Highway will likely see a 2 to 5 inch snowfall, and that will definitely slow your roll tomorrow into tomorrow night. So out there today, though, a couple of flurries earlier, half inch of snow in a few spots, right? That was a cold front that came through. It's way over here in Michigan now, but behind it, yeah, we have clearing skies, a light wind, a snowpack in place. You know what that means? That means cold temperatures tonight into tomorrow for sure. But our next system is still way over here, and it's going to really haul across the U.S. beginning tonight. It's caught up in the jet stream, and it's going to take it right over northern Wisconsin tomorrow afternoon, and that's going to give us that chance for snow through the afternoon. Okay, so here's Futurecast showing out there right now. This thing is just now coming on shore, but look what happens. It's going to really zip across the U.S., and by tomorrow, here we are about 10 o'clock in the morning, looking at light to moderate snow. Now, the heaviest snow is going to fall right along Highway 8 to the north, but there'll be a quick burst of moderate snow likely for Lincoln County and Marathon County as well before it finally gets out of here by tomorrow afternoon with some slippery roads across the area for sure. And here's what that map looks like, all right? So this will change a little bit in future forecasts, but overall, you know, a very sharp cutoff to the snow. You know, Wausau could see 1 inch, meanwhile Merrill could see 3 inches. Rhinelander could see 3 to 5 inches. So you get the idea. It's going to be a very quick moving system tomorrow, dropping snow, the light fluffy snow tomorrow with high temperatures only in the 20s. Okay, but here are the advisories. And again, this is a winter weather advisory for snow and then some wind tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, areas along and north of Highway 8 kicks in tomorrow morning, lasts through about this time tomorrow evening, and that's going to slow your system down tomorrow afternoon. All right, here we go. The cold front came through earlier, pushing off to the east. See you later. Behind it, high pressure is going to build in for tonight, but for tonight only. This thing is hauling too as it moves across the U.S. tonight, and then our low pressure system gets in here tomorrow. And then behind that, there's more going on. So there's lots going on in here, and that could mean snow for us on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So we'll see. We're still several days away, but it's going to be a very active weather week on the way. Also, it's going to be a cold week on the way. So here we go. Out there today, 27. That's above average, but tomorrow will be a bit colder. And then look at out there right now, already cooling off rapidly, right? It's 19 in Rhinelander, 21 for Tomahawk, 14 for Glidden. This is behind the cold front. As the skies clear out, you get that radiational cooling, and we're going to get some very low temperatures tonight, likely down near 0. And then not recover much tomorrow. So the snow tomorrow, that light, really fluffy, you sneeze and it kind of falls all over the place, right? 21 for Wednesday, and then right back up Thursday, Friday. We got to watch Friday. We could see a combination of some rain, sleet, freezing rain, and snow, changing over to all snow Friday evening, which by the way is Christmas Eve, and then Saturday, a little bit of light snow early Saturday morning. Our forecast then tonight, though, is increasing clouds late. A couple of flurries can't be ruled out. Look for low temperatures down near 0 with a northwest breeze around 10. For tomorrow, all right, here we go. So snow, 2 to 4, even 5 inches north of of Highway 8, 1 to 2 south of Highway 8. High temperatures near 16, so not so high temperatures, right? And that south wind could get a little gusty near 2025. That's going to blow and drift that light snow around through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows light snow tomorrow, a break in the action Wednesday. Another light system gets in here on Thursday. That could give us another inch or two of snow on Thursday. Then the main event gets here Friday and Saturday. It's a very wet system with some rain and snow, changing to all snow on Christmas Eve. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. Representatives with Ohio-based Christian Aid Ministries said today the 12 remaining hostages from a group of 17 kidnapped in Haiti more than 2 months ago have managed to escape their captors on their own. The missionaries were abducted after visiting an orphanage outside Port-au-Prince in October. The organization released photos of them once they had reached safety. Here they are. Authorities said a notorious Haitian gang known for brazen kidnappings and killings, often in broad daylight, was behind the abduction. Today, a spokesperson for the missionary group described their daring escape.
With God's help, protection, and leading, they quickly made their way through the night. They walked for possibly as much as 10 miles. It's a little bit hard to discern exactly how far the distance was, but for many miles, traveling through woods and thickets, working through thorns and briars.
Amazing. 5 others in the group had already been released earlier. This weekend, Democratic Senator Joe Manchin said he will vote no on President Biden's Build Back Better bill. The roughly $2 trillion plan would have provided funding to fight climate change, provided money for home health care, and extended the child tax credit, among other things. Chris Pallone shows us why Manchin, or how he explained his decision.
I cannot vote to continue.
A day after declaring his opposition to President Biden's Build Back Better bill on Fox News, Senator Joe Manchin returned fire at angry progressives and the White House in a West Virginia radio interview.
This is not the president, this is staff. And they drove some things and they put some things out that were absolutely inexcusable. And they know what it is, and that's it.
Manchin, believed to be the last crucial vote for the president's top legislative priority, voiced constant concerns about the bill's cost, even as he negotiated it down with the White House. 3 sources tell NBC News he feared parents would use child tax credit money to buy drugs.
I said, Chuck Schumer, there's nothing in there about accountability, holding people accountable. There's no work requirement. There's no means testing to where you're targeting the people who really need it.
Sunday, the White House accused Manchin of going back on his word. Today, a different tone.
The president sees Senator Manchin as somebody who is a longtime friend, somebody who has worked well together on, and our objective and our focus now is moving forward.
Is passed.
The House passed the nearly $2 trillion bill before Thanksgiving. It spends $500 billion to fight climate change, in addition to creating a universal pre-K program, extending the child tax credit, and funding programs in home health care, paid family leave, and affordable housing. Progressive Democrats dismiss the idea that Manchin can still be won over by giving him more control.
This idea that we're going to go back to the table and give him the pen again for a bill that he has already has his ink all over makes very little sense.
A Christmas week bombshell, leaving tensions high and the president's agenda in doubt. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
Well, every family wants to be together for the holidays. Of course, that's not always possible, but we'll show you how one family in Green Bay got a heartwarming holiday surprise recently after the break.
Weather Watch 12 with Devin Biggs, 5 to 7 a.m.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
This year, don't just get ready, get holiday ready. And the only place to start is at your local Ford dealer. Get the Ford SUV that's perfect for your family's holiday traditions. Ford Explorer, Escape, or Bronco Sport with our best offers of the season. Inventory is arriving daily, so see your Ford dealer today and get holiday ready. Now get a Ford Edge with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,500 bonus cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Sleigh ride
rides through beautiful scenic wooded trails, a bonfire, hot chocolate, and holiday cheer. Groups of all sizes welcome. Rockin' W Stables in Eagle River.
Keenan.
Didn't they call you Sweaty Betty through college?
I told you that in confidence.
Funny.
Stupid.
America's sweetheart.
Selfish.
Handsome.
Moronic and idiotic. Those are just a lot of synonyms for dumb.
Keenan premieres January 3rd on NBC.
Welcome to That's My Jam! We've got all-star teams, games, and epic performances.
I don't like vegetables that come in a can.
Are you kidding me?
That's My Jam premieres January 3rd on NBC.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live. NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
Well, Christmas came early for the Miller family of Green Bay on Saturday. It's because Army Private Tyrell Miller made a surprise trip home for the holidays from being stationed overseas. Nick Harrington has the story.
It gets hard.
Tyrell Miller hasn't seen his family since May.
You're away from home, especially for every other holiday.
But on Saturday,
Are you kidding me?
the Millers got an early Christmas gift. After being stationed in Germany, Army Private First Class Miller surprised his family.
I got all my kids under one roof again.
Miller's mom, Michelle, picked him up from the Appleton airport Friday night. She started planning the military homecoming nearly 2 months ago. But getting the family together without suspicion wasn't easy.
We were going to go to South Carolina to see his graduation in January. So that's what today was about, because he was supposed to call us. That's what they thought.
I've been in the military myself for 20-some years, and when you see the uniform right away, you pick up on that, oh, hey, something special's happening, right? And for us, it was because he hadn't been home in a long time, so we're good for that.
Miller's uncle and fellow soldier Don calls Saturday's surprise a blessing, not only for himself,
for his mom especially, and for his aunts and nieces that are here.
Miller will be deployed again in January.
You're missing the birthdays, everything, and watching the whole family grow up. So that's like the hardest part.
Still, the Millers say they'll enjoy the time they have together through the start of the new year.
Being here with the family is really good.
In Green Bay, Nick Harrington, Fox 11 News.
Private Miller will be able to ring in the new year with his family as well before he returns to duty in Germany. We'll be right back.
The big in-stock winter blowout sale is on at Slumberland Furniture. Over 20 different sofas in stock and ready to go. Over 50 accent chairs and recliners too. Everything is on sale and shipping is free. Huge store-wide savings at Slumberland Furniture.
I was thinking maybe...
Your mom's car.
Merry Christmas, Dad.
Bolger Cremation and Funeral Services of Woodruff, serving families from all walks of life. Cremation, funerals, pre-planning, monuments, veteran services.
What are you doing? Dude, I'm so excited. I just can't wait for summer.
Can't wait to get on the water? Then get to Wisconsin's biggest boat and pontoon showroom at American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else, and we have the biggest and best deals, guaranteed by at least $500. Don't get left out in the cold. Get the most out of your weekends this year with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
The North Woods can be a hotbed of severe weather. To stay up to the minute on when and where storms will hit, tune in to the weather team you can count on, Weather Watch 12. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller and meteorologists Devin Biggs and Andrew Keycaper break down severe weather live on WJFW, Facebook Live, and the WJFW Weather app, so you and your family can be prepared and safe from severe weather. Weather Watch 12, from where you live. At At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
The big in-stock winter blowout sale is on at Slumberland Furniture. Over 20 different sofas in stock and ready to go. Over 50 accent chairs and recliners too. Everything is on sale and shipping is free. Huge store-wide savings at Slumberland Furniture.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Queen Elizabeth is changing up her usual Christmas plans, taking precautions because of COVID-19. She'll be spending it at Windsor instead of her usual estate in eastern England. The 95-year-old monarch spent most of the pandemic at Windsor Castle to the west of London. Her husband, Prince Philip, died in April after 7 decades of marriage.
When your house is that big, do you ever get lost in
Yeah,
your own house?
I wonder.
I wonder if you get lost in your own house. It's crazy. Okay, so for us, weather-wise, we have some cold air on the way for tonight, and then snow is back in the forecast tomorrow. You ready?
White Christmas.
White Christmas, yeah. So let's go outside now, check on temperatures. Here we are. We're hanging out, basically had highs in the 20s, but that is going to be the warm part of the day because we have much colder air kind of flooding in now. We'll have low temperatures tonight down near 0 with kind of a gusty north wind kicking in later on this evening. That's going to give us feel-like temperatures tomorrow morning near 10 below, so make sure you bundle up for that. So the other part of the story is the snow. So a little bit of snow earlier today. That pushed off to our east. See you later. Behind it, here comes the next system kind of booking across the Northland tier there. You can see into our backyard by about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's definitely going to give us some snow, primarily along and north of Highway 8, a 2 to 5 inch snowfall, lesser amounts as you go further south. And the band's going to look something like this. So this could wobble just a bit, but overall, everybody say north of Highway 10 is going to get some snow, the heaviest band being along Highway 8. And then look what happens. The trend continues, so more snow in the forecast Thursday, followed by a rain-snow mix Christmas Eve into Christmas night.
Not a ton of snow, but it's going to be a little messy out there.
Several
Travel
systems,
will be
yes.
a little more complicated. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for joining us in Newswatch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News is next.